Good evening, everybody, and I'm going to start a new game of Kerbal Space Program right now. I'm going to call myself Cursant, and we're going to go to Custom Difficulty Options. Now, I'm looking to do a ultra hard mode, and I'll show you why it's going to be really hard. I'm not going to turn on all of the hardest options because some of them I just, anyway. We're going to go with Science Rewards at 40%. We are going to allow reverting of flights, quick loading, and missing crews respawn because this game likes to crash, and I'm not going to be fouled by software problems, especially when I have as many mods installed as I do. I'm not going to use Kerbal Experience, but I am going to have all the limits for G-force and pressure, require signal for control, plasma blackout. I'm going to go to Kerbal Health is one of the things that makes this game extremely difficult. TAC Life Support makes it a little bit more difficult, and I've seen some hard mode Kerbal playthroughs that use TAC Life Support. But Kerbal Health really takes it up another notch by keeping track of things like Kerbals go insane if they're in too small of a capsule for too long, or if they don't have access to any like microgravity, like simulated microgravity, and also they have radiation effects. So these things should all be set up the right way, and we're going to pick our flag. I like the satellite flag, stick with that, and go. Now, these loading screens are a little bit slow. And here we are. RemoteTech, yeah, RemoteTech's active. Yeah, thanks, I've got it. I know how to do that. Starting off with 0 science up here. Now, if I really wanted to, I could get a Kerbal out on the launch pad, just walk around and collect some crew reports, but there's a faster way to do that. We're going to go right into the VAB, and we can get, let's see here, we can get a couple of these guys, these mystery goo containers. We're going to need a parachute, and that is about it. I mean, we could use this capsule if we really wanted to, but it doesn't come with a built-in separator like this one does, so we're going to go with this one. We're going to call our craft the Upgoer 1. Thank you, XKCD, Mr. Monroe, and we're going to launch it. Now, I do have this little mod which tells me which experiments are currently available, so I'm going to do a quick EVA. I'm going to do a crew report for 0.6 science points, and I'm going to do a mystery goo observation on the launch pad, which means I have 2 closed mystery goo containers left. Now we're going to turn on. Now remember, we have Kerbal Experience disabled, so Jeb can already pilot in all the main directions. And we're going to check our staging. We're good. And go. Oh, I can do another mystery goo observation right away as we're flying. And whoa! That was an interesting little. Oh, I forgot to put fins on here. Okay, now as soon as we get down to about 10 meters per second, I'm going to do another EVA report, which might seem insane, but I can do it really fast. And board again. And I did it at the... Now, I'm going to break apart. I could have delayed that parachute opening for a little bit, but now I'll just speed the game up. Falling at 80 meters per second, but that's going to slow down a lot. When we get to 500... Wow, that was a loud crash for our solid rocket booster there. Now we're falling at a much more reasonable 6 meters per second. What does Jeb see? Oh, there's our nav ball. Got a little window out there. Oh, there's the blue sky. Not sure what that lever does. Probably shouldn't press it yet. Ooh, switches. And a big recorder. Some air. 5.96 meters per second. Whoa. And speed that up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, we can do another mystery goo observation and another EVA report. And we got a surface sample. Now, I'm going to recover this vessel. And I think we have like 10 science at least, which would give us the first 2 technologies. Yeah, there we go, 15 science. So we can go in here and get basic rocketry and engineering, leaving us 5.6 left. So we're going to need 15, 18, or 20 to get our next one. But this gave us fuel tanks, some engines, and some communication stuff, and some staging. Another 2 more science experiments, the thermometer and the magnetic boom. Nice. So, we'll go back to the VAB, and we're going to build our next ship, the Upgoer 2. Rename it real quick so I can just save over it. Now, we're not going to use that engine again. I actually don't think I want to go into a liquid fuel yet. I am going to just put one of... Boy, that looks ridiculous. I don't know if that's going to actually fly or not. Now, I can totally cheat and use tweak scale to make this bigger. But I feel like that's cheating a little bit too much. So actually, let's not do that. Let's go ahead and put on a liquid fuel engine. I mean, we can stage now. So let's go ahead and stage. What kind of this gives us a thrust to weight of 0.83. That's not enough. This gives us 2.97. Whoa. That gives us 5. That gives us... Which means that I can double the amount of fuel that we have there. I can triple the amount of fuel that we have there. I don't know if that's calculating right. This might not be calculating right. That seems really powerful. Sometimes these mods interfere with each other. No, maybe that's about right, actually. I guess that's about correct. I'm going to move these down to here. Now, I know I have some other scientific experiments that I can do now, so I'll definitely... And I'm just going to take multiple thermometers up with me. They don't really weigh that much. And they can each store different data. However, I don't need multiple magnetic booms. In fact, I'm not even sure that I'm going to get into space yet, so I'm not even going to take a magnetic boom. Now, I could put 3 of these on there, and I can't stage them, but they would certainly give me a nice little boost to start off with. And I think I'm good with all of that. We're going to launch this, see how it goes. So you can hear those little Kerbal voices in the background. That is the Chatter app, or the Chatterer mod, if any of you are not familiar with it. I can't play without it. Okay, so before we launch, we're going to press Z to get our throttle all the way up, and then we're going to press T to turn on our SAS system. And it's telling us we have some experiments to do. We've got a temperature scan, which will give us 1. And we'll launch. We'll immediately get another temperature scan. Boy, those SRBs are burning fast. That's cool though. We're already up to 300 meters per second and we're only at 2,000 meters of altitude. Let's hope that this craft can maintain its verticality, its verticalness. It should be able to, because all the drag is on the back with these SRBs that I can't detach at the moment. Now, the question is, oh no, I should not have done that. Oh, I accidentally just went a little bit to the left, and now I've messed up the steering. Now this is a... Yeah, it just does not want to go vertical anymore. That's okay. I mean, it kind of stinks, but, you know... Oh, no, we're going back up again. Going back up again. We're not going to get anywhere near the altitude that I was hoping to get, but... And who knows where we're going to come back down? The aerodynamics on this rocket are really strange. Oh, but we did get in the upper atmosphere, which is what I really wanted to do so that we can get some more science. I am not going to do an EVA at 100 meters per second. At this point, actually, I'm going to redo my staging a little bit and drop off those engines. Oh, I attached the mystery goo to the engines. I cannot tell you how many times I've done that and made that mistake. So I just dropped all my mystery goo. Now, let's warp this up a little bit. I'm not doing an EVA report while I'm falling at 240 meters a second. It's an idea, but not a good one. turn off SAS, this capsule should maintain its orientation. There went all my mystery goo. God, those clouds are beautiful. Thank you, Scatterer. And we're at 3,000 feet. Let's push that parachute out. And we've landed. Coming out of time warp just before we hit. We can do an EVA report and get a surface sample. And let's recover the vessel. Okay, we earned 6.7 science, 12. It's not quite as much as I think we needed, because this is 15 for the next one. That's because I lost all my mystery goo. Well, that's it for now. I will come back later with our next mission. Have a good day.